If you're looking for one of the easiest ways to help your hydrangeas thrive, I've got one word for you: water. And while watering is super easy, there are a few tips that you can follow to help your hydrangeas stay healthy, happy, and hydrated all season long. I'm Ryan from Endless Summer Hydrangeas, and welcome to Garden Gab. Now, before we dive into all things H2O, there are a few things to keep in mind. One, make sure that you're using a soaker hose, because while watering cans can be really cute, they typically don't hold the amount of water that your hydrangeas need. Two, water in the morning so that the water has a chance to soak into the soil and the roots before the warmest part of the day. If you can't fit that into your morning routine, watering later in the evening is another great option. And three, always check the soil before watering. While hydrangeas do love water, they do not love being overwatered. So to avoid this, check the soil by sticking your fingers into the soil, and if it's wet, there's no need to water. If the soil's dry, give it a good soak. Okay, let's dive in. Make sure to always water your hydrangeas at the base of the shrub. Well, you might be tempted to spray a hose over the top of the leaves and the blooms. That can actually cause your leaves to burn, instigate powdery mildew, and while endless summers are disease resistant, nature is nature, so help your plants out by watering at the base. As for the amount, it's better to douse your hydrangeas less frequently versus a little bit of water more frequently. But remember not to overdo it. Only water enough to keep the soil evenly moist. And when it's time to water, hydrangeas are better off getting a really good soaking. Now, depending on where you live and what type of soil you have, this might mean every few days, or if you're in a really dry and warm climate, maybe every day or two. Just pay attention to the soil and drench the hydrangeas as needed. It's also important to remember that newly planted hydrangeas will generally need more water than older, more established hydrangeas. Stay on top of watering your hydrangeas their first year or two in the garden to really help them settle in to their new home. Of course, I can't talk about watering without also talking about containerized hydrangeas. And they tend to dry out a little bit quicker than their landscape counterparts, so make sure that you're checking the soil in your containers as well and water them when the soil is dry. And there you go. With a hose, water, and a few tips, you're on your way to keeping your endless summer hydrangeas healthy and thriving for the long run. Head to endlesssummerblooms.com for even more watering tips, and make sure to like and subscribe for all the tips for your endless summer hydrangeas. Happy watering, and I'll see you next time on Garden Gab.